Hello and welcome. This is It's Always About Love, and I'm Leigh Evans. I'm here with psychotherapist Lynn Lara. Lynn has been in private practice for many years, and today she brings all of that experience and wisdom to help you and me. We are here to answer all your relationship questions, and it's our desire to help you and make what you learn on this podcast usable in your life right now. Would you like to email us and ask us a question or give a comment? Please send it to its always about love, the number one at gmail.com. We have been on forsaken parents or estranged, rejected parents, but we are now switching over to another topic. So let's get started. Are you with us, Lynn?
Oh, I am right here. I'm so excited about this day because Leigh is going to do the program today. That's not good English, but she's the one who's doing it, and I am so excited. I get to be a part of it and help her. She has given me so much help. You all know that. I stop in the middle and I go, what the heck am I talking about? And then I go, Leigh, tell me where I am. It's been wonderful. Listen, I'll tell you, it's better than my videos. In the middle of my videos, I'd just stand there. I had no one to ask, what am I talking about? So, Leigh, I'm grateful to have you, baby.
Oh, I'm grateful to have you.
You are the most wonderful person in the world. I just adore you. What you going to talk about today, babe?
Well, we've got a question, so I'm going to go ahead and read it, and we'll see what it's asking. It says, how do you even approach messaging someone on online dating? I know that's probably a really dumb question to ask, but it just seems weird to me messaging a random person you've never met on a dating site. Like, what do you even say? Because it's like no real connection or anything real. At least that's the way it seems to me. Because you're trying to convey things with typed words. So there's no real personality or sense of humor, and you can't express yourself that way, or at least I can't. Can you help? Well, so it looks like we're doing online dating. Okay. Now, I am not an expert on online dating, but here's the first thing that I would like to do is do a listener's poll. So this is like a quick poll. So ask yourself, and here it is, the question on online dating. If you're interested in it, the question would be, what kind of relationship are you looking for? Okay. 1 being marriage. Are you definitely looking for that one? 2, I'd like a committed, serious relationship, but not marriage. Or 3, I want someone to have fun with. I'm not really ready to settle down. Well, okay, add one more.
Add one more.
Oh.
I'm married. That's important. I'm married, and I'd like to find somebody else who's married with the understanding that we are married to someone else.
Okay.
But
so
that exists.
Four options or 4 questions to ask yourself. And from there, figure out how you want to do this. I think this question is very interesting because they're saying, how do you email someone you don't even know? Well, that's a good question. I'm shy. I'm shy in person. I do not like going up to someone I do not know. Maybe it's a little bit easier if I don't know them online because I can just go, hey, who are you? How are you? Or whatever. But it's hard to just write something and feel comfortable sending it. I even have that problem texting somebody. Sometimes I question myself, am I really saying the right things here? Are they going to really understand what I'm trying to say? Did I use too many capital letters or too many quotation marks or exclamation points? Sometimes I wonder about that. But what I've gathered, the formula for writing your email or first message to someone is to read the person's profile and take one thing that stands out to you from their profile and then mention that in your message or email back to them. What do you think, Lynn? Okay.
That's great. I think that's perfect. What
Do
a
you have anything
great
else you'd like to
idea.
add to that?
Well,
Okay.
but I agree with you, and I don't know what else I would add to that, except, okay, say like one of their interests is going hiking, then you talk back and say, I love hiking. I was so glad to see that you had that in your profile. I love to hike. Where do you hike at? Okay, you ask another question that's
That's good.
leading
Ask
so that you can
another
talk.
leading question in your message or email that you send back. That is excellent. Excellent advice. That way, it keeps the momentum going. That's good. Then I found another thing
Good, Leigh.
that because I really was looking into this, and it says, now this is me, seriously. Someone must have, or a friend of mine I was talking to, I was asking about online dating. Did they know anything about it? Or has anyone they know of actually had success with it? And they said yes. Well, come to find out, in my life, there's someone in our family that also, I just recently found their significant other on an online dating site. So I asked them, because they're now successfully married, and she did find Mr. Right, and it was on an online dating site. She said to me, I asked her about this
Yay.
messaging thing, and she said, something he said caught my attention. He said he was a better dancer than Napoleon Dynamite, and that did it. Okay, well, you might be asking, who's Napoleon Dynamite?
Yeah, thank you.
It's a comedy
Who is
back
that?
from June 2004. I actually had to look it up. I remember watching it, but I think I'm going to have to go watch it again. Anyway, that's what she said. It was something that he said that caught her attention. And it turned out to be her Mr. Right. They've been married, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 5 years already. I had no idea they had met on a dating site because I never thought to even ask. And they didn't tell me. So I just found that out recently. Okay, another suggestion that I was given was say their name. Okay, so this is something that I saw that a person had written. It says, I can't tell you how many times I've written back to a member on an online dating site just because they started their email to me with hello and then my online name instead of just saying hey. So for example, it would say, hello, Leigh. So what this person is saying, just because someone started out their message or email with hello, Leigh, they felt more compelled to respond back to them. I think that's very interesting too. Instead of saying things like, hey, how you doing? Stuff like that. What do you think, Lynn?
Well, can they say hi, Leigh?
I
Does
think
it have
maybe
to be
hi would be
hello
good
for
too,
that
but the
woman?
use of the first name, making the first name be or the online first name, being that the one it's addressed to.
Good. Well, okay, I agree, but if they said hi and that's all they said, I would not
Okay.
X them out just because they did that. Yeah, because hell, maybe they just don't have good manners right there. It's
And we're more
okay.
casual nowadays too.
So
We're not so formal.
I
So
yeah, that's true.
yes.
But that was important to that person. But if the person just says hi,
Okay.
write to them anyway. It's okay. And just see because you might, on one little thing, push someone out of your life that you might fall in love with. Leigh, what you said about your friend who is now married to the person she met online, the statistics, and I'm sorry I didn't look them up, but the statistics of how many people now today meet other people are tremendously large. It's almost the way people are finding each other. And that means older people, younger people, and middle people.
Well, then I want to add to that.
Okay.
I was talking to another friend and I said, we've done a few programs on online dating. I just have a question. Do you know of anybody or any examples? I would like real life examples, so I can tell the audience. And they said yes. They have also family members that are a little bit farther removed away. The daughter decided she was going to try online dating, and she wound up finding a really good man. And she moved from where she was living to another state. And it was so successful, and she felt that it had answered everything that she was ever looking for in this person she found. Her mother was in a situation where she was all on her own. She told her mother to try online dating. The site, they didn't tell me the site. And she found a husband also, or a man that she did eventually marry. And she moved to another state. And both of them together have been married approximately 11 years each.
Yay. Yay. Can I tell all of you
Sure.
a free dating site that's great? Okay, Plenty of Fish. And fish is spelled P-H-I-S-H. Plenty of Fish, all one word, and fish is P-H-I-S-H.com. Free. It's free. It's free. Listen, online you have just expanded your ability to possibly find the love of your life because you're looking at thousands of people. He or she is out there, you guys. I'm all for online dating. I think it's wonderful.
I mean, so far I've only heard good reviews of the people that I've asked.
You know why I wanted you to do this instead of me? Because I want you to get involved in online dating. I want you
now
to fall
we know
in
the
love,
real motive.
That's right. You got it. I don't need to do it. I want it for you. I want everybody to be in love, you guys. And if you're older, I want you to be in love. Oh my goodness, I want you to be in love. Why? Why not?
Yes.
It makes you happy.
Love makes you happy. Well, then we'll go on to another idea. Okay, this is another idea that I studied. It said, and this was the way it worded it, it said, paint an unique word portrait of your Mr. and Mrs. Right. Give examples of who that person would be. And I know Lynn has plenty of ideas on this, but I'll just finish with what I have. Yes, you will. You will by the time I get done with this. Hold on.
What do I... Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't even know what you're talking about yet. Okay, I'm listening.
Well, I guess this would be your preliminary message or profile, in your profile. Okay, start in your profile when you write it. To do this, you give examples of who you wish this Mr. or Mrs. Right would be like. Just an image of what they would be like. And for instance, this is for Mrs. Right. She makes me chocolate chip pancakes on Sunday morning. Or for Mr. Right, he makes me fresh roasted coffee from the rainforests of Argentina and hand delivers it to me. or you fill in the blank. Remember, certain words are attention grabbing because they sound delicious. I'm tasting chocolate chips and I am smelling
Ah,
fresh roasted coffee. How about you? With words
oh
like
my gosh.
chocolate, cheesecake, ooh, even the word delicious to me put to food makes me, I sense, I smell. It's a sensation word that I like words like that. I mean, it's like, oh my gosh, I could be not anywhere near a kitchen and all of a sudden I'm sensing food, smelling food, everything they're talking about. I'm smelling it, I'm seeing it. Who wouldn't want to keep reading someone's profile when they paint pictures like this? But
Mhm.
go ahead.
So Leigh, what are your favorite
My
things
favorite
that
things that
you
I
cook?
cook?
Yeah, what's your best things
Well,
that you cook?
apple cake. Apple cake.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Delicious
gosh.
apple cake.
Oh my gosh, Leigh.
And I
What
also
else?
cook a mean
Yeah,
spaghetti.
Leigh. Okay, what
I
else?
have to
This
really
is
think now because
wonderful.
I just went through my whole repertoire.
It's okay if it's only apple cake
Well,
and
that's the
spaghetti.
two
Those
basic
are
things that I
wonderful
do.
things.
Probably my spaghetti and my apple cake are the best.
Okay. Oh my gosh. So there you have it. You put that in your profile. I make great spaghetti and follow it up with a dessert of apple
Well,
cake.
I was recalling one of the
Oh,
programs we did, and it was, I can't remember exact title, but how to write that ad to get that fella or something to that effect. And you also read online
yeah,
profile for
yeah.
someone that mentioned these kind of things, that painted this kind of picture with words. And
Mm-hmm.
this reminded me of that.
Yep.
So, and that was a wonderful letter
Good.
that was written for the profile. The profile letter. It was awesome. I mean, I wanted to meet the person myself. What do
Okay.
I like to
So
do?
what do you like to do? What's your what are your hobbies or what
Well,
do you
I
like to do?
really like to hike. I like to hike, but it's not, extreme mountain hiking or whatever they call that. That's very, very extreme. I like more trails that are more moderate. And I used to live in this beautiful state, and they have up in the mountains, they have beautiful lakes, and they have trails that have what would be the forest rangers or whatever put these trails around the lakes, and I just love going around and around and around them. I just love it. I love being out in nature. I love nature.
Oh, nice.
I
Oh,
love camping
nice.
too.
Do you like to camp? Good. Leigh, that's wonderful. I don't think we have a lot of men who listen to our program because I'm wishing that there was somebody out there who'd go, she sounds like the perfect person for me. But are you willing to put out a profile on Plenty of Fish, Leigh? You can use another name.
Well, I'll try.
Would you do that or not?
Yes, I will try.
You will? All right. We're going to get Leigh in love, you guys. But Leigh, can you promise me that if you fall in love,
Wow.
that you won't leave me?
Okay.
Don't leave me here, Leigh. You can be in love, and you can be in love and
Okay.
stay doing this program with me. Otherwise, I don't want to help you fall in love because I don't want to leave you. I think you're just the best thing in the world. Okay, so in your profile, or your profile is kind of a straight way of saying it, in your introduction to who you are, Leigh, you're drop dead gorgeous. You know that? You are. I mean, that picture that you
Oh, thank
use,
you.
You are darling. And you
Wow.
got great big eyes. See, and it's okay for you. How tall are you? I've never seen Leigh, you guys, any more than you have. I've just seen her picture. How
5'6",
tall are
5'8".
you, Leigh? Okay. And is it important for you to be with someone who's taller than you are? Or are you open? Is it not important? And are you open to being with
It's
someone who's
probably better
shorter?
if they're taller, because if I have a shoulder that was messed up, and there's a certain way that you can hold someone and you can pick them up off the ground and it puts the shoulder back in place. That's what I need.
You, well, can't we find you a chiropractor that you can go to? Does it have to
Well,
be
it
the
works a
fellow
lot
you're
faster if someone just
falling in
happens
love
to
with?
be there that's tall that can do that. It just happens to put it back into place real quick, and it's not so painful that way.
Oh, okay. Well, let's
So,
not talk about that in your profile. You can tell them that later on. But if they're strong,
yeah,
a shorter
if they're
fellow
very
can do it
strong, they'd
too.
have to be
But
pretty strong.
okay,
But otherwise, I'm open because I used to be really picky. You know, when you're young, you're picky sometimes, or when you're in the middle ages, you get kind of picky. But as I'm older, I found out everybody is unique and wonderful in their own way. Everybody is.
Leigh, would you be willing for tomorrow's program, would you be willing to write, and I'll help you, Leigh, but would you be willing to write an introduction of yourself, and then you're going to put it on Plenty of Fish, and then we're going to start getting
Are we
who
going to do the
answers. Would you do
introduction
that?
or profile? Are we going to do it on the show tomorrow? Are we working through it together? Okay.
Yeah, you can read.
Oh,
Yeah,
will.
we'll help you. Me and the other listeners, except we don't let them call in. But sure, why not? Listen, Leigh, I think the world of you. You know that I do. What I've done is I've even written letters for my clients. Listen, you guys, I wanted my clients to fall in love. I'm probably the only therapist that would say, because other therapists say, you've got to have a year from your old relationship. You've got to be on your own. And I go, that's baloney. That is just baloney. I don't care if it was 5 days ago that you broke up. I want you to fall in love. I don't care. And I thought, I'm just not like other therapists. I'm all for doing whatever it takes to find the right person. And I don't care. Do you understand what I'm saying about that? There's something that's politically correct where you're supposed to wait. If you break up with someone, you're supposed to wait for 6 months
Heard
to a
that,
year.
like if
Have you heard
someone
that,
you're
Leigh?
in your relationship, yeah, it's kind of like an etiquette. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, well, I want you to know that I don't care. I want whoever is doing that, I want you to go ahead and get involved with somebody anyway. I don't care, because eventually you are going to find the person that you really belong with. And online is fine with me. I I began to recommend to my clients, and then I help them write their letters, recommend to my clients that they start finding the person that they wanted to be with online. I had so much fun, and I was really good at it. And I had so many clients that fell in love. God, it was wonderful. And I just wanted them to fall in love. And then I had a successful case. It was true. It was true because they were happy. What else do you want to do when you go see a therapist? You go to see a therapist to work things out and become happy. Okay. I'll help you work things out, and let's have you fall in love too.
No.
You didn't know that about me, did you?
Surprise.
Surprise, Leigh, and you're getting it right now. Will you write you're calling it a profile. Will you write a thing
I will
about who
try.
you are tonight after we're
I'll
done with
attempt
this?
it.
Well,
I'm not
yeah.
sure exactly how it'll turn out, but I will attempt it.
Okay. Be nice. Just be a nice person. Put spaghetti and apple cake in there. Although, do you do
Oh, I
anything
would
with
love to eat
chocolate?
chocolate, yes, but
You don't cook any
I would
chocolate
be
cakes or
willing
cookies or
to
anything?
learn how to cook. Let's see, how to cook, or it's how to make. It's something called, it's a brownie that's called Better Than Sex. Have you ever heard that? But it sounds so delicious. I might be
Well,
wrong on the
find the
name too,
recipe
but
and start
okay.
cooking it. No,
Something
I've
similar,
heard something
right?
called that. That's cute. Well, you know what, Leigh? That's not bad. But okay, that's not bad. Hmm. Okay, Leigh, find that recipe. Better than sex. Okay. I don't know how men are going to take that lead, but let's try. What the heck? We're going to have fun. And then you, as you get your responses, you can tell
We'll see
us
if
what's
these
going on.
ideas really work. Okay.
Oh, they do. They do. Of course they do. Someone out there is waiting to meet you. And if they don't know that they are, I'll tell them. I'll write to them and say, "You're crazy. She's the most wonderful person in the world." I would do that. I've done that for clients too. Why not? Hi, I'm Leigh's therapist, which I'm not. I'm not her therapist. And I'd like to tell you what a
Well,
wonderful
to all our
person she
listeners, our
is.
time is getting near the end. And yes,
And you're happy about
and
that,
Lynn
aren't you?
wants to help all of us fall in love. So if we have listeners that are interested in this,
Yes, I do. I do.
email us at its always about love, the number one, at gmail.com. Remember, that's its always about love, the number one, at gmail.com. Go ahead.
And listen, oh, and what we'll do is we'll read your Lisa's profile. We'll read what you've written, and I'll make suggestions, and so will Leigh. So nothing wrong with this. This will be a lot of fun.
Okay.
Do not be shy. Do not be shy. Leigh, that's for you too. You don't have to be shy about writing to someone. Maybe the first date when you face each other, maybe then you get shy, but that's okay too. Okay. Oh, you guys, I'd be so happy to have a couple of thousand people in love from here, and some of you
Yes, they are.
are from other
And we'll be happy to
countries.
help
Holly,
you.
a lot of you. Yes, we just don't speak the language in your country, but evidently you
We will
speak
use
English because
Google
you're listening
Translate,
to us.
and we will
Oh,
try to do whatever we can wherever you are. If you want to be part of this new venture, and Lynn does want to help everyone fall in love, join us. Join us. This will be
I
so
do.
exciting. So remember, we will be back tomorrow. I'm getting tongue-tied because I'm thinking about what we're going to be doing. But anyway, we will be back tomorrow, Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific time. We'll be working on my profile / introduction for online dating. Come join us. Send in your messages, your letters. And remember, it's always about love. And we It is.
And it is.
And we love you all. Good night,
It is.
everyone.
Bye-bye.